It is my great pleasure to extend to you all a very warm welcome to this very South Asian Regional Conference on resonating from South Asia to the world, global norms to address the violence against women and girls. I just wanted to share off the day on a very positive note and congratulate Women NGOs Federation, Dr. Sasi and team, for not only the spearheading this conference, but also for being the first federation of its kind that champions the diversity in unity to collectively organize and tackle women's issues in Nepal and the world. I'm sure that this federation will bring together a vibrant community of women from diverse intersectional backgrounds across Nepal to tackle the key issues that women face. My hope is that it becomes a platform for a unified women's movement across the world to address the key global issues. Congratulations once again. Women are the source of ultimate power. We are the ness in everything that is done. We are in the spirit everything that exists. Men, women, and LGBTQI all exist in reciprocal, in a balance to and with each other. Without understanding the significance of one another's existence, none of them can survive together in the society, and that is for sure. Globally, violence against women is one of the deadliest forms of violence. It is dramatically overlooked by the stakeholders. Studies report that globally, women are the major victims of violence, totaling up to 765 million cases worldwide. And these are only the reported cases, because the women knew that through history and their own experience that justice is not on our age. Millions more are silent and continue to stay silent, be in the cases of Nirmala Panta and Bhagirath Bhatta and their families who continue to seek justice for their rape and murder, be it the story of Susmita who are killed by her father-in-law just for receiving the monetary compensation, or be it the story of Sabita who was murdered and raped and murdered by her father-in-law, or be it the case of Roshini, a minor, and be it the case of a minor girl just recently who was raped, and questions about the character. And I'm feeling very sorry to share you that even just 2 days ago, while we are all preparing for this conference, 18-month-old girl child was raped and killed by 2 men in a village in Nepal. So sorry to say you that. There are just a few examples of this negligence of our society, which is failing time and again to provide proper prevention and justice to the victims and the families. Many of them still haven't received justice for crimes that were caused because they were girls and the women. Violence against women and goes beyond borders and cultures. Across South Asia, more than 37% of the women have experienced violence at the hands of their intimate partners, their family members, on the basis of household, economic, socio-cultural, religious, and other circumstances. Women in our region are taught to stay silent and suffer to protect the honor of our family, the society, their religion, and even the state. Violence against women is thus accepted and perpetuated. How will we challenge these deeply rooted beliefs and the systems ingrained within the foundation of nations, states which has become globalized? That is what we'll be discussing throughout the conference today and tomorrow. In a world where 765 million women experience violence, in a world where 140 million girls are affected by the female genital mutilation, in a world where millions of the women and girls are trafficked every year, in a world where thousands of women and girls are raped and murdered every day around the world, where millions of the girls are forced to drop out from the school just because of the poverty, where millions of the women become a widow at a young age due to the war, conflict, and disasters. When will we realize that enough is enough? This is the question that we all have to realize and think how will we achieve SDG, Sustainable Development Goals on gender equality? If we don't address these issues properly, then, and especially with the rise in the violence caused by this pandemic COVID as well. That is why we are here today, to tackle these global issues that have become so pervasive in all aspects of our society. I believe that we need to build a stronger coalition and stronger legally binding international norms that are held accountable to tackle these issues around the world. I hope that these 2 days will become a space of discussion and coalition building to make decisions on an international and legal level to address the needs of women in South Asian context. And it is my sincere and heartfelt hope that this conference will be a great success and will pave the way for the empowerment of women in the region and across the globe.